Welcome, friends, family, and loved ones. We are gathered here today to celebrate the union of Timothy and Joshua. They come before us, surrounded by the warmth of your love, to publicly declare their commitment to one another. Love is a force more formidable than any other. It is powerful enough to transform you in a moment and offer you more joy than any material possession ever could. Timothy and Joshua, in each other, you have found a love that uplifts, nurtures, and inspires you. Today, we rejoice in the bond that you share and the journey you are about to embark on together. The people in your life are a part of your love. Today, we'll have a few friends and family that you asked to share those ties with us. With that, we will hear from your friend Kat first and continue until we end with the father of the groom, Tom. Hi. Hi everyone, I'm Kat. Some people know me as Kathleen, but as Timmy knew me when we were 3. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Okay. We knew this would happen. Okay, thank you. I'm like shaking. Thank you. Okay, so as Timmy knew me when we were 3 as Caffeine because he couldn't pronounce my name, which is probably subconsciously why I traded it for Cat. Okay, so Timmy, ever since I was 3, I knew I'd be walking down the aisle with you. I just didn't know it would be at your wedding to a man. I'd like to start off with talking about that man, Josh. You are one of the kindest human beings I have ever been blessed to meet. From your crinkle eyes of joy when you see Astrid doing something cute, to you dancing in the kitchen while you cook everyone dinner, you bring joy to everyone around you, as well as pancakes on Sunday. You give balance to us all, reminding us to treasure the simple joys in life. I am forever grateful you and Timmy met and have created such a beautiful life together. I am forever grateful for how happy you make him and for showing him what true love is. Woo! Almost there, guys! Halfway, okay. Woo! Timmy, we've been through a lot. There are few people who can say they've been best friends with someone for over 30 years. And I'm so grateful that I can. From singing to each other on the phone in grade school, you Michael Jackson, me Britney Spears, through all of our awkward phases to our yearly paint fights with Kramer, hours and hours of rock band, Walmart trips, and even a mushroom trip that made us question our existence. I'm still not quite sure if I'm here right now, especially as you're all dressed like this. So kids, don't do drugs. One of my favorites, though, was when you wrote on my Facebook wall back when that was cool to do, asking if I wanted to go to Iceland. And I said yes, and years later we actually did. It was very cold, but it is also amazing. You have been my rock countless times, my adventure companion, my dance in the rain buddy, and truly one of my soulmates. I would not be who I am without you, and I know I speak for so many here when I say that. I love you both dearly,
And I'd like to end with this note that Timmy wrote me in 1997. It starts with a maze that can't be solved. the start, it ends right away. I didn't even attempt it, apparently. Okay, so, from Timmy. I wish I could come over, and here's my number, 784-3942. I hope you have a nice summer, and what is your favorite Beanie Baby? I wish I could come over someday, and my favorite Beanie Baby is Wrinkles. I like your card a lot. Thanks for it. P.S. Could you come to the beach in July? Can you ask your mom? So, unfortunately, I had found the response letter that I never sent him. So I'd like to reply for you now all to witness. Yes, Timmy, you can come over to my house. Congratulations to you two beautiful souls. I love you.
Oh. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. So much. You did it.
I'm done. Oh my gosh. That one's not mine.
Kitty, grab a rock.
Grab a rock. Hi everyone. I'm so glad we can all be here today to surround Josh and Tim with all the love and support they deserve. I'm so grateful to already know a lot of you, and to those I haven't gotten to introduce myself to yet, I'm Autumn. Josh and I met through a friend about 7 years ago. After being around him a couple times, I thought he was one of the sweetest, most adorable humans ever. Making friends as an adult can feel weird or awkward sometimes, but with Josh, that was never the case. We always look forward to seeing each other because there's such a sense of comfort, knowing there's no real expectations. We can go out and do something, we can stay in and binge watch garbage TV shows, and we have a great time either way. I know he's someone I can lean on during hard times and celebrate the good ones with. He's a person I find such peace and comfort in. Kind, funny, caring, genuine. Josh truly makes friendship easy, because it's the kind of friendship you feel absolutely loved for just being who you are. I will forever feel lucky to have such a special person like Josh in my life. Speaking of lucky, I think these grooms are incredibly lucky to have each other. I'm not going to lie, I've been excited for this wedding before they got engaged. I've been to my fair share of Halloween parties, Renaissance fair outings. I've seen how particular Tim is about his booth conventions. I just knew this wedding was going to be beautiful and magical and filled with bubbles. Getting to know Tim, along with his friends and family, has been an absolute pleasure. I've always been met with such warmth and kindness, which makes sense because Tim is like the prime example of being from the Midwest. He's hardworking, friendly, authentic, down to earth, and he could probably have a conversation for like 30 minutes with a stranger in a parking lot. But really, I think Josh and Tim are a great testament of how you and your partner should complement each other and not complete each other. Individually, they are already amazing people, but I admire how together they have made each other even better. I think Josh has made Tim slow down and appreciate life in the moment, making him a more patient and thoughtful person. Tim has definitely helped Josh make better choices. Has improved the quality of his life. Before Tim, could you imagine Josh being vegan, traveling the country, meeting lots of people? I continue to be inspired by the strength of their relationship and how they grow together. Josh, I'm so proud of you. Life can be so hard, and you've done a great job handling everything that comes your way. As one of your best friends, I can't explain the happiness it brings me to see you marry the kind of man you deserve. I have no doubt in my mind you will be an exceptional husband. Tim, Not only have you brought joy to Josh's life, you have made a lot of our lives better by simply being in it. You're a person that consistently inspires others. I'm very grateful for all you do and always appreciate you for being the fantastic person you are. Thank you for taking care of and marrying my best friend. And thank you both for letting me and all these beautiful people be a part of your day. Having the two of you in our lives is like winning the friendship lottery. You have made so many memories already, and now you will have the rest of your lives to make memories as a married couple. My heart is so full, and I love you both so much. I love you so much. I made it through without crying.
Thank you, Autumn. I love you. It's okay.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name's Olivia. I am a Von Rieden by marriage, but a friend of both Tim and Josh by choice, and it was a very, very good, smart choice. It is an honor to stand beside both of you to bear witness to the love that you have for each other today and every day. I didn't originally have plans to speak today, but an experience that I had several weeks ago on a rainy day in a Menards parking lot gave me no choice but to stand here and share that story. This particular day was one I had dreaded for some time, feeling very lost and hopeless. Out of desperation, I asked the universe for some kind of a sign that maybe, after all, everything really was gonna be okay. I slammed the car door shut. I had a bag full of old bolts that I needed to fix a bed frame. And all of a sudden, I looked up to the sky, and all I saw was the most magnificent, gleaming double rainbow. A sight that made me stop, jaw to the concrete, in complete awe. I even made my husband Spencer stop with me, reveling at each and every color, blending so perfectly into the next. Probably mildly embarrassed at the fact that I had stopped traffic and made complete strangers stop and enjoy this moment too. I've never really given rainbows a second thought, maybe enjoying them in a bowl of Lucky Charms or hoping they'd lead me to some giant pot of gold that maybe would help me pay my mortgage. But on this day, I realized just how special they really are. As most married people know, the rain will inevitably come. And when it rains, it often pours, drenching every last inch of you. My hope for you both is that in these times, you will hide and wait together. You will find an umbrella built for two that you both can be with each other. You will wait patiently for your rainbow, whatever that may be, filled with hope and anticipation for the joy that is to come. And when the sky opens and you see it, you will be reminded of this very moment, of all the ones who love you, dressed in every color one can imagine, embracing you and encouraging you to go on together as one. And I hope you stop and stand there too to watch the gift that is a beautiful rainbow. Rainbows remind us that even in the darkest clouds and fiercest winds, there is still always a reason to be hopeful. To both Tim and Josh, I wish you a lifetime of love, happiness, and awe-inspiring color. I love you both very much.
Thank you. I love you, Olivia. Get it.
Let's get it. Can I raise this? Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, how's everybody doing? So I am Lane. I am Tim's cousin and also a lover of Josh, just in a different way. Okay. So I'm honored to be able to stand up here today and talk about these wonderful humans that have meant so much to me. Please excuse the inevitable tears. I tend to get emotional when I talk about the people I love. I'm so happy that Josh is now part of our family officially. I know you're aware of how special this family is, but you truly are walking into an amazing situation. You get to join this family without being 6 years old and having to say goodbye to 100 people at an Easter gathering. That's pretty good. This family truly is special and unique. There isn't anything this family wouldn't do for each other. My dad will look like a Pride Parade game show host for you. For you. Stand up, stand up. Give him a one time. All the men of the family will politely educate you on something they have no qualifications advising you on for you. It's for you. For you, Danny will only take 14 years to finish the living room stairs. I'm just glad the guardrail went up after 4. There are also other benefits that go unnoticed. Like when I start my CPA firm, it only takes 1 trip to the nursing home to knock out 13 tax returns. It's pretty special. The only requirement is you have to reply all to at least 1 family email. That's all you have to do. Josh, you're an amazing person with the kindest heart in the room at all times. You seem to always approach the day with a smile on your face, and you have fooled me every time you're in a bad mood because I could never notice. You are hard to see and not smile. I think you may downplay in your head or fail to notice the amazing role model you have been for Jack, Jake, and me. Beyond seeing the positive and loving relationship between Tim and yourself, the level of consistency and the joy you bring is infectious. You're constantly positive, and we are constantly loud. Thank you for putting up with us all these years. Sacrificing your house at night for us. Please know that does not go overlooked or unnoticed. But Josh, I don't even think you know how much you have positively impacted Tim's life. Before Josh, this is real. Tim would take an entire block of raw tofu out of the fridge and eat it with a fork in squares. The cabinets had never seen a spice. If I ever heard a sizzle in the kitchen, I'm calling 911. Now I'm waking up in the morning to tofu scramble, French toast, and pancakes, when 2 weeks earlier I saw Tim eat a radish out of a bag like an apple. Like, you weren't leaving, baby. In all seriousness, Tim's love was palpable when you started to be reflected in his art. There's one specific drawing that I'll certainly never forget. Tim created a pencil drawing with 2 hands that were cupped and holding a small fish with water. Beyond the amazing pencil work and technique we know Tim possesses, I asked Tim what drove him to draw it. He told me it was about the saying, "There are plenty of fish in the sea," a phrase he was told time and time again after striking out on love. He explained he imagined being told those words and the frustration that came with it. But one day at the pond, he saw a small fish, separate from the others that found its way to his feet, perhaps outcasted and wounded in various ways. In all Tim's frustration with finding love, the perfect fish for his puzzled heart made its way into his hands, and he would never let it go. Josh, I am here to say now that you are a fish and a fish in our family's aquarium. You will never be short on love. You will never be outcasted for your preferences or the man you choose to become or to be. You will never go a day without a hug if you need one, or without a ear when life becomes too heavy. You're our fish now, and we are so glad Tim plucked you from the sea. See what I did there? I love you, and we as a family will always be here for you for this day and to your last day. I love you. Okay. All right. Go away, tears. Okay. Now on to Timothy, our rainbow fish from the start. Okay. Even if you had only met Tim, you would know how amazing he is to talk to. He is so unarming, listens to get the most out of the conversation, and truly hears you. He doesn't waste time with small talk. He wants to know the deep stuff. As Jack, Jake, and I, as well as his roommates and house guests know, the hot tub he has seems inviting, but don't get it wrong, it's a trap. You want a relaxing plunge with a nice glass of wine? You came to the wrong house. As soon as those cheeks hit the water, Tim will hit you with a, "So what's your greatest fear in life?" Like, damn, that question came faster than the bubbles. But now he's got you. No phone, no distractions. You'll start the conversation with, "How's the weather we're having?" And then 2 minutes later, you'll be on, "Who hurts you the most in life?" Damn. For most people, it would probably bring about an awkward circumstance. However, Tim is so inviting, he truly listens and truly cares. You never feel like he's judging you or making you feel lesser for the decisions you've made. He clearly and so effortlessly makes you feel safe. Tim, I aspire to be you in so many ways. Maybe a little less gay. But that's besides the point. I feel like if there was a spectrum of gayness, Tim and I, okay, bear with me. There was a spectrum of gayness, Tim and I would be on not opposite, but pretty close to opposite parts of the spectrum. And if I flip to the other side of the spectrum where Tim is, I'd like to think I'd be a lot like him, but I feel like I'd be more like a giant Richard Simmons. Let's party off the pounds, ladies. All right, no. I would like to say I would be a carbon copy of Tim, but that would require me to be patient beyond my years, courageous enough to leave a dream job to create my own business, compelling enough for others to listen, the awareness to know when my input is wanted, and the heart to know when someone just needs an ear to listen. You have been that ear for me so many times in the past I wish I could repay you. But you have not only been an ear for me, you gave me permission to be authentically myself. Whether it was wearing funky outfits to Woodman's at 2 a.m. or playing board games with Magic and Monsters, I learned to not be afraid of being unique. Learn not to be afraid to go against the way a typical straight male athlete should act in high school or in college. I learned to be myself. But beyond that even, what I learned most of all is what it means to be there for someone and care about them deeply. I learned what it meant to love and expect nothing in return. I always saw that big yellow house in the street in Waukesha, albeit with a wooden hot tub in the living room, as an asylum where I never had to worry about being judged or saying the right thing or trying to be perfect. The perceived pressure that I had to act a certain way or be a certain person was gone, and I could just be lame. And I always could tell that was enough for you. Needless to say, Tim was my unofficial therapist. I could go on and on about the positive impact Tim has made in my life and give you story after story about how he has helped me and given me confidence. There's no speech or amount of words that can sum up what it means to have Tim as a lifetime best friend. But one phrase does come to mind over others. Love wins. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. Get it, Jake.
Sorry, not 6'8".
Maybe forced it.
Thank you. I don't want to break it.
You're all good. You're all good.
Thank you. Sorry, I don't have a printer at home either. So, hi everyone, I'm Jake Von Rieden, Tim's younger cousin. I do want to start the speech by thanking everyone of you for coming to Tim and Josh's wedding. What a special day it is. I love this couple so much, and I'm very glad to be a part of their lives. They're so wholesome and such loving and caring people. I really started to connect with Tim when I was young, early in grade school. Tim always called me his mini-me. I always tried to hang out with Tim. I don't know how much he enjoyed me following him around, but I was always there trying to copy what Tim was doing. I always looked up to Tim from the beginning. He always included everyone, tries to make sure everyone's happy, while also being very competitive, playing sports and games at our family gatherings. I didn't really get that close with Tim until around 2015, after my brother Greg's passing. Tim came back to Wisconsin after living in Illinois and wanted to be around family more often. When Tim would reach out to me, I knew we had a special bond. We were always laughing, playing our favorite games. We played a lot of ping pong when we first started hanging out, and I mean a lot, probably 600-700 games together. Tim usually won because of his tennis background, but I got 2 Von ping pong tournament trophies, so I think our competitiveness really connected us together, but more importantly, our joy for having some fun and making memories. After playing ping pong, we would always go to Culver's. That was our favorite place to eat for a while, but then Tim wanted to be a little healthier and went vegan. Tim was the one who introduced me to vegan food, but man, Josh made me open my perspective on it. At least he can cook a little. I don't mean to repeat jokes, but Tim, I would see him eating tofu blocks all the time. Josh at least knew how to make that into a meal, give it a little flavor. Tim is such a compassionate person, and I'm so glad that he found someone who loves him with all of their heart. Josh, you are such an amazing person, and I admire you very deeply. I met Josh a little after they started dating, and truly admire his kindness and selflessness. Josh is always happy, always smiling, and always making people around him feel so comfortable. Josh truly brings out the best in people around him. I enjoyed hanging out and having simple conversations with Josh when I lived with these two a few years ago. Yes, I was one of their roommates. While I was living with Josh and Tim, we used to work together. Can't say I've had many great managers before, but Tim was alright. Usually it's the easygoing coworkers that make it enjoyable. Working with Josh always made my day better. This day is just a great celebration of love. You two are really meant for each other, and I can't wait to see you guys grow together. I could not be happy for the both of you. Josh, I just really want you to know that everyone here loves you so dearly. Welcome to the family, and cheers to the happy couple. Love wins.
Okay. Hello. Thank you all so much for coming. It's great. It's so great to see so many people that have been part of a great family and great friends of Tim and Josh. Before we start the ceremony, I'd like to say a few words about Tim and Josh. I'll start with Josh. What an impression he's made with me and so many others. What a great attitude he always seems to have. If you ever disagree with something or someone does something that you think might not be the best, Josh always tries to take a really positive attitude and gives the person the benefit of the doubt. I honestly can't remember Josh even saying anything that wasn't positive. I always come away thinking, what a great attitude. We could all learn something from Josh. What a great person to spend the rest of your life with. We're thrilled that he will now officially be part of our family. And now Tim. What a great son. He was our youngest. Always had a great attitude. And in many respects, an attitude that continues to impress me to this day. It's always so positive. And I'm so proud of him. It was also enlightening at times. I remember when the volleyball coach in high school wanted Tim to move up to the varsity as a sophomore. Tim declined. He said, no, I'd rather play with my friends that I really enjoy. How many kids would do that? When Tim came out, we were a bit concerned. How do you raise a gay son? We had no experience in that area. The gay men I knew were absolutely some of the nicest men I had ever met, but I didn't know any of their dads. What did I do? I also wasn't sure how the extended family would interact with Tim. None of them were artists. Tim and Josh weren't really into sports. Again, I was clueless. They loved Tim and Josh. Several of the cousins actually ended up living with them. It was so cool. They all seemed to have a great time living in that house. I've heard from so many people about how they really love these two guys. And as a couple, they seem to be such a perfect fit. I'm so glad to see them commit to each other. So to Tim and Josh, to a wonderful, fulfilling life together. And with that, we'll go to Katie, who is now officially certified. Actually, it's official to conduct this wedding. So I'll turn it over to Katie.
Thank you, Dad. Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Ready.
Timothy and Joshua, do you come here freely and without reservation to pledge your love and commitment to one another? If so, please answer, we do.
We do.
With that, you may exchange your vows and tie the knot.
And the knot.
Just the knot.
Oh, the microphone.
Timothy, I take you to be my husband for life, my constant friend, and my true love. I will continually create a bond of honesty, respect, and trust. I vow to honor and respect you for all that you are and will become, taking pride in who we are, both separately and together, sharing joy with your accomplishments and comfort in times of trial. I will always encourage you to strive for all your dreams and help you in any way that I can to accomplish them.
Josh, our home is important to us, and we will continue to build it up to be a sanctuary for us and for all those we cherish in this world. I promise to challenge you and to accept challenges from you, and continually grow and mature together through all the stages of our lives.
For better or worse, for richer or poor, through sickness and health, until our final days, I will always love you. Above all, I will give you my love freely and unconditionally. I pledge this to you from the bottom of my heart for all the days of our lives. Oh no.
Redo!
All that practice.
Alright, this one over. You go through yours, not through mine.
We do both of them.
No, you don't. I promise. No.
It's through both.
Oh, it is through both.
Yeah.
You know what? You were right. You were right. All right, now third time's the charm. Hey! Thank you. Practice and help.
The wedding ring is a symbol of eternity, unending love, and commitment without limits. Joshua, as you place this ring on Timothy's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of our love and commitment to each other.
I give you this ring as a sign of our love and commitment to each other.
I promise to support you,
I promise to support you,
care for you,
care for you,
and stand alongside you
and stand alongside you
for all the days of my life.
for all the days of my life.
It's good.
Timothy, as you place this ring on Joshua's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of our love and commitment to each other.
I give you this ring as a sign of our love and commitment to each other.
I promise to support you,
I promise to support you,
care for you,
care for you,
and stand alongside you
and stand alongside you
for all the days of my life.
for all the days of my life.
Timothy and Joshua, by the power vested in me by the state of Wisconsin, and by the love that you have declared before all of us here, I now pronounce you husband and husband. You may seal your vows with a kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, let us celebrate the rest of the day in the love that they share. It is my true honor to present to you here today, for the first time ever,
There we go.
Timothy and Joshua von Rieden.